Welcome to another episode of Amanda Makes a Mess. I'm Amanda, and this week I'll be making a mess with hopefully the August Scrawlrbox. I think it's too early for the September one. I think this is August. I was actually really hoping this would come before I had to start filming this week's video because I kind of wanted to do this. So I've already torn off the strip because my name and address is on this side and you don't need to see that, but let's see what's in it. First we have, what is this? I don't know what this is. It doesn't say. This looks like some canvas board. I know what this is. I have some. I can't think of what it's called. Anyway. We have the Scrawler Zine. Ooh, this is nice. I like this. That looks almost digital. Wonder... No, it can't be digital art supplies. Oh, that looks like paint markers. Okay. Ooh, look at this. I like that. That's a different shape than usual as well. That's the print for this month. That is definitely paint markers. I'm very happy about that. Here's the featured artist and all their info if you want to see that. There's their Instagram and their website if you want to check that out. Wow, that is really good. Here's the candy. This is a Walker's None Such Milk Chocolate Covered Toffee. That sounds really good. I will eat that, but it will not be on camera because of what happened last time when I got that one stuck in my mouth and couldn't talk. We've got a Derwent line maker. Is this? I think I may have gotten a black one of these in a previous Scrawlrbox. That looks very familiar. If that's what it was, I really liked that. These look like paint markers. I was looking at these in the art store the other day, actually. These are Molotow. Molotow? Yeah, these are what I was looking at. These are Molotow paint markers. I've not used these before. I've only seen them, but they're double-ended. I've got a blue one, a black one, and a green one. I don't think they are paint pens. Yeah, they're acrylic. But I don't think they have actual color names on them. I think it's just blue, black, and green. But they're double-ended. So you've got this really big tip here, and then you've got the finer tip here. And that is very convenient because when I take my Posca pen somewhere with me, I have to pick out the colors that I know I'm going to need. And I have to make sure I take both tip sizes. So I'm taking twice the pens. So this would cut down what I have to carry around. I don't know how much these cost. It doesn't say here, but I will be looking these up on Amazon later to see if I can get a set of them. They have a very nice, heavy feel to them. They don't feel cheap, which may be a problem if I decide I want to buy a set of these. We have the Zig Writer for Vellum. I've had one of these before from, I don't remember if it was Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but I have used one of these before. It has 2 ends on it. This is a fine point, and this is a very thick, chunky point. I did not use this point for outlining, but I did use it for filling in some spaces that I wanted to be black. Ooh, okay. This is my favorite kind of gel pen. When I'm drawing something, doesn't matter what I'm using, I always do the highlights with a white gel pen. And this Uniball Signo gel pen, this is my absolute favorite one to use for that. And I have a really hard time finding them in the art stores around here. They don't seem to ever be in stock. So when I do find them, I buy like however many they have on the shelf, honestly. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's just a gel pen, but the ink flow is so much smoother than any of the other ones that I've tried. So I'm very happy to have this. Oh, the prompt for this one is digital dystopia. So it may take me a few minutes to figure out what I'm going to draw for that. Maybe a zombie. Zombies don't really have much to do with digital. Maybe you can have a cell phone or something. But yeah, that's my favorite kind of dystopia, the zombie apocalypse ones. So maybe we'll draw a zombie for this. I mean, it could be at night. We can do like green skin, red blood. Maybe use these two for the background, and then some highlights. Okay, so I might go with that idea. So it's been a few years since I have tried to draw a zombie. I think the last zombie drawing I did was like when I was going through my big Walking Dead fan art phase, and that was like 3 or 4 years ago. So I'm switching to my iPad for this, so I can do some thumbnails and figure out, I guess, exactly what I want my zombie to look like for this challenge. I originally planned to do 3 drawings because I had 3 art boards, but I didn't have the time to do 3, and I really couldn't come up with 3 sketches that I really felt like turning into actual drawings. So all you get is just this one here, but I think I did make this one look pretty good. Also, there's one spot here where I kind of cheated a little bit. I mixed some paint from a white Posca pen with the green paint to get a lighter tone for her skin because I didn't want it to be so much the same tone as the blue. And there's another part where I use a red Posca pen, but I don't consider it completely cheating because, like, Posca pens are still paint pens, and the medium for this was paint pens, and the red and white were both colors in the given color palette. So it's not like I was really adding much of anything to it. Normally, I try to avoid doing big areas of just straight black. I usually try to use a dark gray if I want something to be black, but I didn't really have that option with this. But I think in the end, it really does turn out okay because paint pens kind of make everything look flat anyway. And the reason I don't use black is because it's hard to add shadows and lighting to it, and black areas just look flat. But I do think it worked here. I'm okay with the way it turned out, although it does look kind of flat, even with the highlights I added. But yeah, I'm okay with it, and I actually really do like the way this whole drawing turns out in the end. Maybe especially the background, or maybe just it's the contrast between the colors in the girl and the black and white background that really makes her stand out, that I really like. But I haven't been very happy with any of my artwork lately, and I think it's just because I've been so rushed when I've been doing basically everything, whether it's just my own artwork and my sketchbook on my own time, or the stuff that I'm doing for this channel. Like, everything I do is not coming out right, and I think it's because of the lack of time. But this is one of the first things I have done in a while that I actually ended up really liking. So I'm very glad I made the video of it. Uh, I do want to do more of this, like, textures and stuff for the background in the future. Because, like I said earlier, I really do like the way that having the girl in color in the background in black and white makes her stand out from the background more than she usually would. I am going to do Inktober this year. I do Inktober every year, but I don't always finish it. Last year was bad. But this year I am going to do it. I do have a theme, and I think this is something that I would like to explore further in Inktober. I don't usually use colors. I usually keep everything black and white, but This year I can definitely see me doing this technique where the background is black and white and the main character or the main part that I want to stand out is done in color. I probably won't use this art style, but it was an interesting experiment. And this background, it looks complicated, but it actually did not take me nearly as long to do this as I thought it was going to, which honestly really surprised me. And here's the highlights. I didn't do a lot. I mostly just added some to the blood and because I wanted to make it look more liquidy. Here's what we've created this week with the Molotow paint pens, the Stroman line maker, this Uniball Signo gel pen, and the Zig Writer for vellum. I'm still, despite having one of these before, not entirely sure what this is, but I just used it to outline, obviously, as you saw. There are some lines I do want to go over again because I hit them with the Posca pen. I did end up using a Posca pen for this instead of this because this nib was just so small I had trouble coloring anything with it. And I did want to do some larger areas. But overall, I really like these art supplies. I would have liked it more if I had had some different tones. I felt like these two were too close to the same tone. But otherwise, yeah, this is probably my favorite Scrawlrbox I have gotten so far. And I've been getting them since April, I think. These pens I really like. It's really convenient to have the two tips on the same pen and this window here so you can see how much ink you have left. And I guess that's it. I will go over a few of these lines again where I accidentally hit them with the paint, and I will put that on my Instagram. I'll also link my Instagram, which I finally got set up, in the description. And please like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and I will see you next week. I upload every Saturday at noon. Goodbye for now.